Hello everyone, my name is Zach Bloom,
And I'm Charlotte Fagan.
and we are here to tell you all about the colonization of Mars.
You may wonder, why should I care? Well, you should care because Mars could be your grandkids, your kids, or even your home someday. Mars is the most colonizable planet in the solar system and the second closest planet to the Earth.
Mars is an extremely cold planet in comparison to Earth. The average temperature is only negative 81 degrees.
How could people possibly live and weather that cold?
Well, there are many hardships with colonizing Mars. First of all, it's very hard to get there. The closest Mars ever gets to Earth is 55 million kilometers away on what is called Mars Opposition Day. And with the amount of fuel needed to get there and back, the rocket might not even make it out of Mars. Also, as we know, Mars has very little oxygen, so if we wanted to sustainably live there, we would need to bring a lot of oxygen until we can grow plants. But even that would be difficult as the soil on Mars is toxic.
Wow, it seems impossible to colonize Mars. How could you possibly get around all of those difficulties?
There are a lot of difficulties when it comes to colonizing Mars, but there are also a lot of reasons why Mars is the most colonizable planet.
Like what?
Mars has the closest temperature to Earth. It's cold, but not impossible to live there. For example, the highest temperature on Mars is 62 degrees Fahrenheit. There are also polar ice caps which we can melt and make into sustainable water sources on Mars. It's also the second closest planet to us and has an atmosphere that can protect us from the sun.
Why do we even need to colonize it? There seem to be a lot of risks.
Well, there are many reasons why it makes sense. There's an aspect of curiosity, but also could become necessary at some point to colonize Mars. This could be due to overpopulation or the risk of human extinction.
So, what would a Mars colony look like?
There are a lot of ideas about how a Mars colony would work, but here's what we know. Once you get to Mars, your living quarters would look very different. There's no definite housing plan, but there are many ideas that have won contests and are being seriously considered by NASA and other companies. Some of these include the Mars Pyramid, inspired by the pyramids of Giza, the Mars Acropolis, a futuristic design meant to help grow plants on the red planet, the Ram Habitat, a smaller design that has won separate contests, the Mars Ice Home, that's shaped like an igloo, and the most well-known idea, Martia. Martia is a 3D printed habitat made for Mars colonization.
Wow, this all looks really cool.
Yeah, and that's not it. Once humans get to Mars, they will form colonies with populations between 100 to 500 people. To get around Mars, people will either use rovers or hydroloop trains, which use magnetic suspension to travel. Food on Mars will also be weird. Scientists are testing different ways to plant food in Martian soil, but astronauts are expected to bring tons of food, water, and oxygen. They won't be able to get supplies for around 26 months once they land.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the even crazier part is that this will most likely happen in our lifetime. In fact, you can sign up for the first Mars colony right now.
Fun fact, an FCPS middle school student, 7th grader Alex Mather from Lake Braddock Secondary School, won a nationwide contest to name the new Mars rover that will help fuel research for colonization. He named it Perseverance.